And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Washington's offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Throwing on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dugan. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll go 4 wide when receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Complete. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeye! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown here.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, first down. They want to throw it. Buys a little time. Still on his feet at the 35. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. First down for this offense. He's looking to pass. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on target this time.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 45 on its way. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the right.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here's the pressure. On target over the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick step and go. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Garrett. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy get.
He's loose down the left side. At the 20. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I've got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Second and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bean. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Washington. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 14 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Working on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Hurley. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Sten Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, running back on the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's going to take off.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Scrambling away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Going for the marker on the ground. Past the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but There's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moves. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Quickly complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Caught in the backfield. It's Garrett. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Zings it complete to the right. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Punt is on its way. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Back to pass. Right on the money. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got some room, it was over.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hurley. Works the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that one's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Hurley. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Garrett. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Hurley. That's caught. It's Demania. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Punch it out of the air. Snowed under by the defense.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Creates a little room.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Fires left. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to do it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a 6th sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year.
Racing down the left side. Past the 30. inside the touchdown Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. He's got him. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Quarterback extends the play. First down and more. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Smashes ahead. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. And a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
From the gun, the running back has it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They've got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he puts through the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Got his man. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Harper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Boone. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Here on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Got a man. It's Hull. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his